Hello, this is Father Carlos from Holy Spirit Parish. It is Monday, November 15th, and we've got for you some breaking news. You might remember at the beginning of COVID, Archbishop Achen lifted the obligation for Catholics to be present at Sunday Mass, and we went online doing spiritual communion. Over the past few months, we've been slowly reopening, but the dispensation will finally be lifted, beginning Wednesday, December 8th at the Solemnity of the Immaculate Conception. Here's Archbishop Achen with more.
Hi everybody, Archbishop Achen here. I want to speak with you today about our lifting the dispensation from the Sunday obligation to receive the Eucharist and to celebrate Mass with our faith community. As you know, 20 months or so ago, I lifted that obligation because it was very difficult, if not impossible, in those early months of the pandemic for us to gather together. We've been physically distanced from one another. Many of us have gotten accustomed to viewing the Mass on television or a computer screen. And for some, that separation has only served to strengthen our longing and our love for the Eucharist. But perhaps for others, we've simply gotten comfortable without the Eucharist. And so I think we've reached a point in the pandemic where we have proven that we can safely gather, and we have been safely gathering now for months for these Eucharistic celebrations. But once again, it's time for us to impose this Sunday obligation and the obligation of celebrating Mass and receiving the Eucharist on holy days of obligation. I'm mindful of the opening statement or opening line in one of the encyclicals on the Eucharist of St. John Paul II. And he wrote that the Church draws her life from the Eucharist. He went on to write in another document that Sunday is designated as the Lord's Day, and it has always received special attention in the history of the Church. Each Sunday we recall the very core of the Christian mystery, namely the resurrection of the Lord and his victory over sin and death. In the early Church, we know that in especially the first centuries of the Church, people did not need a precept to celebrate this great joy of the resurrection, this great gift of life in the risen Christ, as the community comes together to break the bread, as the Lord himself commanded us to do, as the privileged means, the source and summit of how he continues to live among us, as he continues to renew us in his life and to strengthen us for his mission. So I invite all of us not to view the obligation as a simple precept of law, but as the invitation that it is for us to receive the love of Christ and to renew concretely in person our own love for Christ in return. So this December 8th, the Solemnity of the Immaculate Conception, a holy day of obligation, we will reimpose in the Archdiocese of Seattle the Sunday obligation to celebrate the Eucharist. So we invite you, come back to church, be a part of this family of faith. Make the Lord's Day a true celebration of the resurrection of the Lord and a great celebration of being renewed in his life and mercy and love. God bless you.
We at Holy Spirit Parish will be working hard the next few weeks to make sure that if you are coming back for the first time since the dispensation, that you may feel welcome and safe. More on that on the weeks to come. We look forward to seeing you again. Blessings.